Hey, it's your boy Jayhardcore, Hardcore Boxing News. Back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Seems like my voice is still a little straggly, but that's okay. Ah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Lottie Dottie and everybody. You know what it is. Just another hardcore party. It's Sunday morning. Cash Sport, what it do, fam? Dre Finest, what it do? Lottie Dottie and everybody. I appreciate everybody that comes to a hardcore party. It's Sunday morning. You know how we get down. We talk about everything about boxing. Yeah. And you see what the title is today. Yeah. Terrence Crawford has said he is willing to go to 168 to fight the winner of Jermell Charlo against Canelo. I mean, come on now. You talking about daring to be great? We talking 21 pounds now. Yeah. We talking at least 21 pounds now. This brother said he is willing to go up to 168 to fight the winner of Jermell versus Canelo. Yeah. Crawford was on the Jim Rogan show. See if I can pull that up for you. See if I can pull that up for you. Hold on one second. Let's see. Here it is.
Like the greatest of all time discussion. I'm already in it. Yeah, discussions. But I'm saying, but what would they say though? Three-time undisputed champion and the smaller fighter that went up 3 weight divisions to conquer one of the baddest mans besides himself that's been doing it for probably longer than me.
So you said 68, but you mean 54, right?
No, 68.
You want to go up to 68. So who would you fight at 68? Canelo?
If he win or Charlo, the winner.
Wow. That would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
To jump up like that, 21 pounds.
Yes.
What do you walk around at?
Wow. Yeah. That's definitely daring to be great right there. I can't even. Hey, Crawford pulled something off like that, man. We definitely got to talk about that conversation. The conversation has to be made. Yo. Maul is in the building. Hello, fans, hardcore fans, Jay in chat. Your Majesty is in the building, yo, hardcore. Cash Sports say, I forgot that it's 9 o'clock on Sundays. Yeah, 9 o'clock on Sundays. Monday through Friday is 8 o'clock. Saturday, we are off. Yeah. Got me some blueberries this morning, man. No blueberries this morning. Mm-hmm. Get those antioxidants rolling. Yeah, so what? How was y'all weekend, man? Everything good? Mine was fine. I got some sleep. That's what I did do. I got some sleep. He better take a tune-up at 168 first just to see how it feels. Well, I'm pretty much sure he's going to have a fight. It probably won't be at 168, or it might be. Who knows? But I like what he talking. I ain't gonna lie. I like what he talking, and the way he talking about doing it. Okay, for one, he just became 2-time undisputed. He just made history. Okay. Now he's talking about going up to 168 from 147. Yeah, to fight basically one of the baddest cats around, man. You know, for that to go down, he got to start being in the conversation of one of the greatest of all time if he could pull something off like that. You dig? I mean, I'm calling a spade a spade. I'm calling a spade, man. If he can do something like that, go all the way up to 68 and win undisputed at 68, we have to have that conversation, man. We have to. Cash Sports says that's 3 weight classes, Jay, and they have them for a reason. I agree. You know, I'm one of them guys that believe that we have weight classes for a reason. But I said, if he can pull something off like that, we have to have a conversation. We have to. I ain't saying he's going to do it, but if he could pull off something like that, I definitely think he's a better boxer than Canelo. I think that. I know one thing, these blueberries are good. What we got? What's the conversation in the chat right now? Bud is just on that same high right now that Canelo was on when he thought he could beat Usyk. Or you mean when he thought that he could beat Bivol? Yeah, that's where he was at when he thought he could beat Bivol. But Bivol shut him down. Bud Best bet is decline the divisions to acclimate. Thomas Hill, salute Jayhardcore. Hey, Thomas, I owe you a 10-piece, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think which one? I think it was you or let me check. Somebody sent me a 10-piece the other day. Thomas Hill sent me a 10-piece on Cash App the other day. So I owe you a 10-piece on the bag that I'm about to give to you right now. That's for Thomas Hill. That's for Thomas Hill. Appreciate that, brother. I always pay my debt. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Yeah. Got them juices flowing. Shout out to Thomas Hill. Yeah, man, but if that conversation could be had, Thomas Hill said, Kaz, what's crack-a-lacking? I'm impressed. You can spell crack-a-lacking. I would have never got that right. Ma said, nah, Canelo actually thought he could beat the now unified heavyweight champion Usyk. Oh, yeah? Oh, I believe you. I ain't got you making it up. I don't have to look it up. If you said it, you seen it. I can't see a reason for you to just come out here and just lie. So I believe you. But he couldn't get past Bivol. And he ain't talking that conversation no more either. Ben Deal, good to see you. Good morning, Hardcore Boxing. It's hard to bet against Bud. If he feels he could beat Canelo at 68, I believe him. It's going to be tough, though. Hell yeah, it's going to be tough. Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough. You know. But trust to believe. I like to see it. But hey, we can't count out Jamel, man. Keep in mind, Jamel is fighting Charlo. We already got Bud fighting Canelo. You know, so we got to see that fight first on the 30th and see who wins that fight. You know, I know we got a good idea who we think gonna win it. Yeah. Yes, indeedy, man. Smash the appreciation button. As you walk in the door, smash the appreciation button. Let me see where we looking like right now. What we looking like right now on the appreciation factor? All right, we got 11 appreciation, 7 watching. I like it. I like it a lot. That's what's up. That's what's up. If you have not hit the appreciation button, make sure that you do so. Govern yourself accordingly. Govern yourself accordingly. Yes, indeedy. But I tell you what, you know what we always do? Let's see what's going on in the world of boxing today. Yeah. Canelo Alvarez says Charlo is bigger than me. Everybody's bigger than me, but I am a bad ass. Okay, Canelo. Ngannou on Fury. I sized him up. Saw a human being that can be beat up. Okay. Damian Vasquez reflects on the recent win. Hopes for title eliminator next. Alex Vargas versus Matt Conaway set for October the 28th at the Paramount. Jake Paul, motivated by De La Hoya praise, vows to fight for a title in 2026. At least he's given himself 3 years to fight for a title, so he knows that he really needs a lot of work. Shout out to Jake Paul in reality. Galar Yafari targets return on Rodriguez Edwards unification card. Caleb Majid, after win in Birmingham, back in Liverpool on October the 21st. Canelo confident Crawford beats Spence again at junior middleweight. Team USA secures 2 golds, 1 silver on the final day of the 2023 Brandenburg Cup. Shout out to Team USA. Kevin Johnson loses decision to countryman Mark Pervovsky in Moscow. Connor Walker shocks Cyrus Patterson, drops and batters him for a TKO in the 8th. Yard definitely wants Buatsi fight, but not convinced he beats Aziz. Canelo surprised by respectful Charlo, but says you don't need to make drama to sell pay-per-view. Well, there he is. Hey, man, in the boom shagalaga to that. Celestial beings have entered into the building. They said that David Benavidez and Canelo just signed for Benavidez to be his 3rd fight in the contract. Oh, yeah? Where did you see that at, Celestial Being? What's the source? Next, Dre Finest. How many times do I need to hit the appreciation button? You dig? I'm back. That would be good. That would be good. I don't believe that David Benavidez and Canelo signed for the Benavidez fight. Just based off of the recent conversations we've been hearing from Canelo, I don't believe that happened. What's the source, though, Celestial? What's the source? I need the source. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm eating some of these blueberries. What y'all got going on? How was y'all weekend thus far? We have a good weekend. Do anything special? I didn't do nothing but got rest. That's all I did was rest. You know, I didn't do anything fabtabulous. Sat around, watched YouTube, stuff like that. Nothing amazing. Yes, indeed. But I like what Canelo got going on. I mean, what Crawford got going on, talking that he wants to go to 168. I mean, that's definitely daring to be great. That is definitely daring to be great if that's what he does, you know. I hope he gets a fight in before that, though. I want him to stay. Yeah, I like that. Going into 168 and fighting somebody just to, you know, get a good feeling of 168. You know, I like that. So that'll be what's up. Dre Fine is what it do, what it do, what it do. Yeah, I mean, I like for Crawford to go to 168, fight somebody at 168, and then wait on the winner. Well, you know, you won't have to wait because they fighting next month, so he'll know who the winner is. Al Booger, what up? What up, champ? What up? What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to each and everybody that's in the building. Yes, indeedy. Sorry if I'm a little flat. My voice is a little strained. You know, I'm sounding like the mayor. Remember when the mayor had his voice? Well, his voice sounded like it's strained all the time. Thomas Hill said, Al Booger, Grand Rising, kin folks. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I haven't seen you since the Crawford Spence fight. How that crow tastes, hardcore. It was a little salty. It was a little salty, but I dealt with it pretty good, like a G. First one in the building when it came down, you dig? Had crow sandwiches lined up. I had crow sandwiches lined up. But trust and believe. I dealt with it like a G. Yeah. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Well, I thought you was in here the other day though. Didn't you come in here the other day? Yes, indeedy. Hmm. And the good thing about it, we had the call-in show, so people was calling in, so I was really getting the crow. Casper said Canelo did an interview on the Breakfast Club last week, and he says it and said he doesn't know who the exactly. That's what I was saying. So to say that contract was signed, I don't believe that because he really seems like he has no interest in fighting Benavidez. You did, and why would they sign a contract when Benavidez and Demetrius Andre are in negotiations? You did, so I just can't see that happening. You know, sound like some fake news to me, but anything is possible. Oh yeah. Mm-mm. I want to hear it from Canelo, or I want to hear it on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Where you know they have something to lose for not fact checking it. You did, but just on Canelo's conversations, I just don't think that happened. Maul said that's definitely daring, but that's crazy in the same sentence, considering Bud climbed up from lightweight. That's like Roberto Duran, but skipping divisions. Oh yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is definitely dangerous. Right. Exactly. Hmm. Hopefully, my voice gets better, man. Sorry about that, y'all. Yes, indeed. But I wasn't shouting all night. Woo. Yeah. Shout out to all you regulars and new guys like me entering into the building. Smash the appreciation button, folks. He said, folks, let me find out more GD. He keeps saying, folks. Good to see you in here every day, though, Ma, man. I like when a new guy get bit by the hardcore bug, man, and you just show up, man, because that's how we all got bit by that bug, and we just show up in this room every day. You did. We enjoy just being in the hangout. We kick back. We talk smack, you know. Celestial Being said David Benavidez reportedly third opponent for Canelo in PBC contract. In your way, nail in your way, fanboy protection, Southpaw. I can dig it. I can dig it, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know, I don't believe it at all. You know, I just talked to David Benavidez's father, last week, a week before last, and he was like, "Yo, we ain't heard nothing from them peoples." MJ has entered into the building. Al Heyman is a cancer to boxing Bob Arum. Wow. MJ, you've been in here before, haven't you? I'm pretty much sure I seen MJ in here before. Smash the appreciation button, everybody. Lottie Dottie. Everybody, man. Trying to get this energy up, trying to stop this voice from cracking, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I'm pretty much sure I seen you up in the building before, you know, so you're not a newbie. You've been in here before. I'm pretty much sure. I try to remember all names, man. I try to remember all names. You know, it's there. You all are each and every one that come up in here are very important to me. Thomas Hill, Bud was amazing that night. And the rematch will show if he indeed that much better than Spence. And Spence is what many fans have sold. He is since the fight pretty much a flat-footed, one-dimensional fighter. Ouch. D for the win has entered into the building. There go my DC homie. What's up with you, fella? It's all good. It's all good. Kimmy Clark. Wow. Haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, Hardcore Boxing? I hope Earl can get back to himself and make the rematch worth watching for the fans. I hope so too, Kimmy Clark. And I'm going to stand on it. And two, I don't think that, let me rewrite that. That wasn't my guy that fought. That was an imposter that fought the other day for Spence. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened that night, but you cannot tell me that something wasn't right with Spence. I'm sorry. I know. Y'all gonna throw all the punches y'all want at me right now, but something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. Kenny and Calvin said they seen him limp going up, coming out the what you call him. So it is what it is. Not to say that Bud won't whip him again because he was just so many levels ahead of him, you know. But trust me, I feel though that Spence got more than what he had to offer that night. He definitely had more than what he has to offer that night. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna take it. I ain't gonna accept it. You did. Something smelled wrong in Denmark that night. Yeah. You heard me. You heard me. Yeah, I ain't taking nothing away from Crawford. I ain't taking nothing away from Crawford whatsoever. I always thought the fight was 50-50. And when I did my film study, every time I did the film study, it always showed up Crawford for me. But yet, I'm a Spence guy, and that's who I wanted to win. You did. But something wasn't right. I don't know what it was. I know somebody gonna say probably was that jab from Crawford. Kimberly Clark said, "Will we ever get Tank versus Haney? And if so, how does Tank match up with Haney's jab?" That would be a good fight, but I think Tank would take his time as usual, as he always does. You know, I feel though that Tank has better feet than Haney. And to make a long story short, I feel though he KO'd Haney as well. By at least the 8th round, he KOs Haney. Especially if he takes at least half the shots that he took from Lomachenko, from Tank, is ding ding. It's ding ding. But I like Haney. Haney's a exceptional fighter, very good fighter. But I feel though that Tank will put the boo-bop bang on him and it'd be over. I just feel though that Shakur would be a better fight against Tank. And that fight, I really think is a 50-50 fight, Tank against Shakur. I don't know who the winner is on that particular fight. Either man could win depending on who has the better night that night so far. Now, I also need to see Shakur take a punch. I haven't seen Shakur take a punch yet. Has anybody seen Shakur take a real punch yet? I haven't seen every fight in the world, so I ain't going to claim to. But I just feel, though, that I need to see that one more aspect of Shakur's game. I need to see Shakur take a punch, you dig? And I like to see how he deals when he's in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get into a territory you've never been in before, i.e. Earl Spence, he was in a territory he was never in before. And you see how that was dealt with, you know? So I would like to see Shakur in trouble and see how he handles when he's in trouble. You dig? I don't want to see it happen at the Crawford, the Tank fight. You know what I'm saying? I like for him to get that adversity before that Tank fight, but who can put him in that adversity though? Casport said, "Me too, Jay. My brain said Crawford, but my heart said Spence." Right? Exactly. That's that hardcore in you, man. You can't lie to yourself. No, sirree. You can't lie to yourself. There go my guy. T. Holmes is back in the building. What's up, T. Holmes? It's a pleasure. Another guy that since he's been in here the first time, man, he been coming back for more, man. And I appreciate you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. He done got bit by the hardcore bug just like the rest of us. You dig? The hangout is a special place, man. It's where you could be who you want to be, which is yourself. You dig? And don't have to worry about being molested about being who you are or what you say. You know, that's the beautiful thing about being up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We all get together. We all salute each other. We all speak our minds. You know what I'm saying? We debate in everything, you know what I'm saying? But when it's all said and done, we ain't talking about each other's mama. We ain't inviting each other to, oh man, you can, we ain't doing none of that because we grown men up in here. We grown men up in here, man. We know that we could talk about this beautiful sport that we love so much called boxing without being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Without being ignorant. We ain't got to be that, Jack. And that's what I love about being up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? And just because I don't agree with you, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to sit in here and belittle you. I see that so much, man. Where you got people coming into your channel, man, that's supporting you, that's help feeding you, but yet you belittling them. You know what I'm saying? Calling them names and all that. Where do they do that at? Well, you know where they do it at. But I'm just saying, we're not doing it up in here. You did? I'd rather sit in here with the same 11, 12, 15, 20 people than have 1,000 people in here that I'm cussing out, man. I just ain't interested in it. I ain't interested in it because the way we're going to grow a different way than them. We're going to grow a different way from them. You did? Yeah. We're going to have quality growth. A lot of people like controversy. a lot of controversy, and they like seeing people get cursed out and all that stuff, man, and hope they don't get cursed out and cheer you when you cursing somebody else's. I ain't into all that, you know. But there's channels that you can go have that type of fun with, you know. That's just not how we get down up in here, man. We just got a little intellectual conversation going on in here. You know, if you want to call us intellectuals. Tank should be chasing lightweight belt, but very, very light will be up for grabs soon as Dev likely goes up. Thomas Hill said, Boog, I agree. Tank is extremely undervalued as an elite boxer. And it's because of his affiliation with Mayweather and his outlet powers. You know, a lot of people just see Tank as just a knockout artist, and he's so much more. And I'm not saying that because he's my guy. I'm saying that because what I have seen. If you think he's just out there just knocking cats out, what about how he sets you up? You know what I'm saying? What about how he takes time to deliver that punch, man? I mean, there he is. There he is. Just do boxing is in the building. Yeah. There you go. There's another channel right there that you can go to, man, and not be molested. You dig, about your thoughts and your feelings on a particular fighter. You dig? They sit and talk about, you know, the boxing game intellectually. You know what I mean? So that's another channel that you can go to and get that from, Jack, where you don't have to worry about being called stupid or a dumbass or any of those type things. You dig? Yeah. Okay. We got somebody new in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know how I like the new guys. Alonzo Amazing has entered into the building. Salute to Alonzo Amazing. We appreciate you coming to the Hardcore Hangout. And if you want to know what this is, it's just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together that love the sport of boxing. We talk about boxing every morning, Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're off on Saturday because that's fight night. Then Sunday, we back on at 9 in the morning. Yo, and there's only one rule up in here, Lonzo, is that you don't hit below the belt. That means you don't talk about nobody's mama up in here. Other than that, man, everything else is lovely. Yeah. And we're not part of any other affiliations. We're just a hangout. That's it. Hardcore's hangout. We welcome you into the hangout, and we look forward to you coming back. Yeah. What Alonzo had to say. He said Crawford win and Monster win, make up for Haney, Loma robbery. Now Mayweather praising Canelo. LDBC stomachs are turning. Hey, listen here. We appreciate you coming up in here, man. And yeah. We keep life simple up in here. We call ourselves a sucker-free environment. We grown men conversation up in here, and we appreciate what you say. Yeah. We might not always agree with it, but we ain't gonna molest you about it. Nah, we don't do that. We don't do that. We grown folks up in here, man. So we're glad that you found this place, and I'm pretty much sure that the algorithm sent you in here because you're a like-minded individual. You did? Yeah. So what else we got going on, man? What do y'all think about the title, man? Crawford, man, is really talking about being great. Hey, I see we got more people in here. I'm gonna play the what he said on Joe Rogan, because we got more people in the building right now. Maybe somebody didn't catch it. So here it is.
Then you're in like the greatest of all time discussion.
I'm already in them discussions. But I'm saying, but what would they say though? Three-time undisputed champion and the smaller fighter that went up 3 weight divisions to conquer one of the baddest mans besides himself that's been doing it for probably longer than me.
So you said 68, but you mean 54, right?
No, 68.
You want to go up to 68. So who would you fight at 16? Canelo?
If he win, or Charlo, the winner.
Wow. That would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
To jump up like that, 21 pounds.
Yes.
What do you walk around in?
Nobody answers that question. What do you walk around in? That question is never answered. But I tell you what, we got another new guy in the building. We got Gilbert Jimenez. Salute, good folks. Yeah. Gilbert Jimenez, man. You are one of the most important people in the building right now. Like I say, I love my new guys, man. I love when the algorithm shows you the door of Hardcore's hangout, man. And we just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together every morning, Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock, off on Saturdays because it's fight night. And on Sunday, we back up in the building at 9 o'clock. You dig? And we appreciate you coming up in here. We only got one rule around here. No hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mama up in here. Yeah. We don't do that. Other than that, everything else is fair game. Yes, indeed. What you say in here will be respected. It might be debated, but it will be respected. There ain't no name calling around here. It's a sucker-free environment. And we appreciate you coming up in the building, you dig? He says good morning to everyone in the chat. So salute to you, my brother. Salute. Welcome to Hardcore's Hangout, the cheers of boxing, where everybody knows your name. Yeah. We got two new guys up in the building today. Man, I'm flabbergasted. Yeah. It's always a pleasure, man. But what do y'all think about Bud talking about daring to be great? Going up 3 weight classes? Hey, like my man Cash Sport just said, man, weight classes is for a reason. Weight classes is for a reason. But Bud feels though that his boxing skills pay the bills, and he feel though they can translate all the way up to 168 and beat the big bad dude at 168 that's already undisputed. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Do y'all think Bud can do it? Can he pull it off? Or do you feel, though, that he's biting off more than he can chew? Talk to me quick before I forget. You know how I talk about it, man. Lottie-dottie and everybody, man. Hey, I likes to see it. You know what I'm saying? But can he pull it off? Is that too much weight to come up and fight somebody that's been in the division for over a year now? What, 2 years maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Or is he just riding that pink cloud right now and just feels though he's just unbeatable? Because just a couple of weeks ago, he said he wouldn't go to 168. And now all of a sudden, he's ready to go to 168. So is he just riding that pink cloud? He's been, is Bernie the boxer just in his ear too much? What do y'all think, man? What I'm gonna tell you. If he could pull off something like that, man, we got to have that conversation at that point, man. If he can pull off something like that, we will have to have that. You know what conversation I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Just like I Mayweather said, the best ever. I mean, would he be the best ever if he can do something like that? He done already did something no other fighter has done, male fighter. Now he's talking about doing it 3 times. 3 shines? Come on, man. Talk to me quick before I forget. What's next? Heavyweight? Thomas Hill says, if he is as special as everyone is saying he is since his last fight, Bud can do it because Duran did it against bigger dogs in that ring than Canelo. But the rematch will tell it all. Gilbert Hernandez says, I think you can't count Crawford out. No, we can't count him out. He done showed us that. But when does reality kick in? What weight class does reality kick in? You dig? That's what I'm saying. Hey, he done made me a believer. He done made me eat crow. You dig? Yeah. It took me a long time before I even stamped him back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But he just keep proving me wrong every time. I feel though he's a substantial fighter. I think he's a great fighter. But now, you know, and if he does do it, then you're gonna have people going to say this. Only reason why he beat Canelo because Canelo was on the back half of his career. You know, you're gonna get those talks, man. If he does pull it off, man. You know, because I'm gonna tell you, Crawford's gonna rely on his good feet. Yeah, his good feet. Yeah, good feet, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed. And great countering. You did. He's gonna have to keep that fight in the middle of the ring. Yeah, he's gonna have to stay away from those corners, man. Yeah, you know he is. And I'm gonna tell you that jab is gonna have to be like a machine gun. I'm talking doubling and tripling it up, man. Yeah. He's gonna have to be the smarter man for sure that night. And he can't make any mistakes by allowing Canelo to crowd him, man. He can't do it. He can't do it. But then, can he even handle Canelo in the clinch? They said Bud's strong as hell, though. He know that jiu-jitsu and wrestling and all that, man. So anything is possible. The old timers back in my day, back in my day, Jack Johnson day, as y'all like to tell it like I'm 900 years old. Yo, they was racing up and down that weight class like it wasn't nothing. Yeah. They was. But man, anything is possible. Hey, I'm gonna stop betting against Bud, Jack. Keep my money in my pocket. Thomas says Crawford can fight like the reincarnation of Jose Naples, and bust Canelo up like Roy versus Ruiz, like Calzaghe versus Lacey, Duran versus Moore, Duran versus Barkley. Oh my goodness, man. Mm, 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 mm. You say if Bud beats Canelo at 168, he is TBE status. Mm. Bud's got a good conversation now. He's done what no other boxer has done. Nobody. Except a female. So the conversations are happening. You dig? The conversations are happening. What they're saying, I'm not sure. But the conversations are happening. For sure, man. So shout out to Bud, man. He is what he is. He's definitely him. I still want to see the rematch at 154. I do. Yeah, I know. I still want to see it. You did. I just want to see if lightning strikes twice. I want to see if Spence gets beat up the exact same way again, or do we get a different fight at 54? I know I'm stubborn. Yeah, I'm stubborn. Alonzo Amazing said Cash Sport. He wasn't. Wait a minute. Hell, so many came in so quickly. He wasn't Rob versus Lopez, but almost could be of best of Tio. He lost a fight with Salido with help of a bad referee. But Haney lost the strap line with all these body punches. Yeah, D for the win. I don't want to see it in December, and I don't think we're going to get it in December. I don't think we get it in just going by what Espinoza said. So I'm thinking they're going to somehow push it further into next year. Maybe we get it in the spring or something like that. You know what I mean? Let the stinge get off of it right now. Thomas Hill, Jay Spence isn't his worst opponent. Even though many have been saying it. A one-legged Benavidez, Khan, Mean Machine, Avanesian, and an ill-prepared and undertrained Sean Porter. Not that much better than him. Bud don't have the resume for TBE, but skill set is legendary. Yeah, the skill set is definitely legendary. The resume ain't that great. That didn't hurt or slow the effects of Loma and Haney. Crawford chasing payday. He won payday. I know. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, one thing, Crawford's a shrewd businessman. He been making paper. Yes, indeed. I mean, he out negotiated Bob Arum. Yeah. He out negotiated Bob Arum. You know, he took Bob Arum to the tool shed, man. So he been making money and he stands on it. You dig? And he also took PBC to the tool shed as well on this last fight. He got everything that he wanted. He got everything that he wanted. You dig? And Spence said he gave him whatever he needed so they can make this fight happen. You know, and Crawford admitted to it. He said, "Yeah, man. If it wasn't for Spence, this fight wouldn't have happened." You dig? So Bud is a exceptional businessman, shrewd businessman, and he stands on it. You know what I'm saying? So he been making good money. Plus, he been buying major land. Plus, shoot, they just gave him that land that his property is on in Omaha for $1. You dig? For $1. You know what I'm saying? So shoot, I guess he got his. Well, I wouldn't say 40 acres in a mule, but he got an acre and some. hmm Yeah, trying to get these antioxidants in me, man, with these blueberries. Oh, trust me, Bud's going to finish his career out at PBC. He will. He ain't going nowhere. They're going to make sure they keep him. They're going to treat him good. They're going to treat him well. You know what I mean? He ain't going nowhere. Nobody else can put together the fights like PBC can for him. So, trust and believe. He's a PBC fighter now. All the money fights is right there. He will retire at PBC. Better believe that. Amen and a boom shagalagga to that. Amen and a boom shagalagga to that for sure. But I tell you what, why don't we open up the free smoke line? See what else y'all got to talk about. Let's get the free smoke line rolling. Let's get that happening. Hopefully it works correctly. You know, sometimes it does whatever it choose to do. Talk to me quick before I forget. The free smoke line is available. 443-687-9806. Give me your opinion on what you think about Bud moving to the 168 division to fight the winner of Canelo versus Charlo. Dre Finer said, "You mean to tell me, Jay, that Crawford didn't own the land?" Oh, not his house. Not his house. The B&B boxing company that him and Bomac own. The gym. They didn't own the land where the gym is. So they didn't gave him the land for $1 where the gym is. Yeah, he's definitely about land. He's about owning land. That's one thing he is about. So trust me, the reason why they did that is because he's been trying to get that land. You dig? before I forget, who I got on the line right now?
Yeah, you got Tommy from Brooklyn, Jay.
What's up, Tommy from Brooklyn? What you got going on?
You know me, man. I absolutely think Bud is one of the few fighters who could move up to 168, give up a significant size advantage, and beat select opponents. I think he could beat Canelo, possibly Charlo at that weight as well. But if he stayed at that weight and tried to clean house, he's gonna get fucked up. Like that's
Why?
He's gonna get beat up. At some point, he's gonna get beat up. He can't stay at that weight. Can he beat Canelo at that weight? Why not?
Why does he? Tell me why. Tell me how he beats Canelo. You know how we get down around here.
The way he beats Canelo is very simple. I'm gonna start with the cliches: hit and don't get hit. But also, as we've seen with Canelo, continually move to his left, and he can never get set to let off power shots. He needs to be set to let off power shots, or he needs to get into a rhythm. When you keep him turning and you're more active than him, it's hard to keep him in a rhythm. Now, don't get me wrong. The more you hit Canelo, the more you open yourself up for the counters. He got a dirty tactics. He punch you in the arm, the shoulder, your hips. Like, I like all that shit. But I know Bud will get down like that too. Let Canelo punch Bud on the inside of his shoulder, outside of his elbow or some shit. And I guarantee Bud fight the same way. Fight the same way and still get the better of exchanges. He could beat Canelo. And another thing about Canelo, people forget, Canelo, again, he fought most of his career at 154. Yeah, he's a little dude, but he's a stocky little dude. But them stocky little dudes are very often giving up an advantage of speed. They're giving up an advantage of stamina. And that's what we're starting to see, especially as he gets older. He only, 33 years old, but man got 50-something fights? You know what I'm saying?
60-something fights.
60-something. He's ready to be taken, man. He's ready to go out the door.
Hey, let me ask you a question. At 68, do you think that Bud brings the power up to be able to affect Canelo with his punches?
Yeah, I think he brings a lot of his power up because Bud, he generates power two ways. One is a lot of his shots are coming like the Manny Pacquiao, the ones you don't see coming, catch you by surprise. And secondly, he knows how to use everything, man. He starts from the ground up, rotates his hips.
That's what I want. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear from you.
Just like Holyfield used to do.
From the ground up.
Do that.
From the ground up, exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know if I don't think it's going to affect the dude at 168 the way it affects someone at 147. But I think he got enough pop where if he lands clean combos, he can start breaking your face up and maybe stop someone late.
So you think he can keep him honest?
Yeah, I think he could.
Okay, I like it.
I really think he could.
He
got the attitude that he got that thing inside of him where he's gonna make sure he keep you honest, so he's gonna die trying. Like he's really on that, but he's patient, he's smart about it, he picks his spots, he don't do it stupid. He really did it, man. He showed you that versus Earl. I think for certain opponents he's gonna take more risks. Once he feels you out, if you don't feel threatened by that power coming back, he got no problem getting closer and getting into exchanges. And most of the time, he outlands them in exchanges. He always talk about, he gets hit. I remember going up to Errol fight. Oh, he gets hit too much. He don't get hit too much. The man was getting hit an average of 7 point something on punches per round. That's not a lot at all. He might have took some hard shots now and then, but that's going to happen when you fighting close. That's part of the game, man.
So you feel though that the way he wins this fight is having a clinic, right?
Having a clinic, and also doing what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like stepping in more and more. Keep catching the dude off step, off rhythm. Every time you catch him like that, step in, tee off, hurt him, learn him, make him respect you, and get up out of there. Get up out of there. Well, if Canelo resets, he's in position to exchange again. you get up out of there, and you don't just get up out of there. You get up out of there behind the jab, moving out to your left or to your right, not straight back against this dude. You know, boxing basics. You know what I'm saying? Boxing 101.
Yeah, I think that's the only way he can win. I don't think he should think he can get in there and grind out with him like he was willing to do with Spence. I don't think you do the same thing with Canelo. I feel though you're definitely going to have to box, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely is an uphill battle. I feel though that it would be an uphill battle. You know, I still believe that weight classes are for a reason. You dig? But if anybody that can pull it off at this point, I believe if somebody could pull it off, it could be Bud.
And it would be spectacular if Canelo beats Charlo. But reality is, I don't want Canelo to beat Charlo. I know it'll look better on Bud's resume, but I'd rather him fight Charlo. And if he fights Charlo at 168,
oh man,
that's a problem. That's a problem.
I like that. I'm gonna tell you, man, the grudge match of that I want. The Jermell Charlo Crawford grudge match and how it sells, man, would be great. I would love to see that. You did.
Now I feel like that fight, if they did Charlo and Bud, would truly be like a Tommy Hearn, Sugar Ray Leonard fight because of how they build and skill set.
I like that.
I would favor Charlo. I can't at 168. I would definitely favor Charlo. 154, I favor Bud.
Dre finally say he has to make me a believer. You dig?
Yeah, you know, listen, Dre finally told me in the chat I'm going way too far talking about Bud. But I'm doing that right now, man. My favorite fighter used to be Oscar De La Hoya, so I had to eat a lot of crow. Ooh. Right now, I'm celebrating this Bud victory, man. All right, I'm out of here, gentlemen. Have a great morning, y'all.
It's always a pleasure, my brother.
Likewise, man. One.
Tell Jimmy No-Nos I said what up. There you have it, Jack. Yes, indeed. My guy Tommy from Brooklyn. Jimmy No-No's cousin, Jack. Jimmy No-Nos is still in the feds, y'all. Definitely still in the feds. Yeah. 443-687-9806. Talk to me quick before I forget. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this Bud going up to 168. Yeah. I want to see what you got to say. Come on, talk to me quick before I want to hear from one of my new guys. I want to hear from one of the new guys. Talk to me. Give me a call, 443-687-9806. Like hearing what I always have to say. I want to hear what you got to say. Yeah. Smash that appreciation button, man. Smash that appreciation button, man. And give your old boy Hardcore a call at 443-687-9806. The free smoke line is still available. Do you feel, though, that Crawford can go all the way up to 168 and beat Canelo, or is it just a pipe dream? Talk to me. What do you think, man? Do you think he's just riding a pink cloud right now, man? And you know he's on one of those I have a dream speech. You can win, Jesse. You can win, Jesse. You can win, Jesse. Dre Fine say, okay, young blood, much peace and love. You dig? Yes, indeedy, man. Talk to me quick before I forget. This free smoke line is available. 443-687-9806. We have a hell of a topic right now, man. Old Budrick is trying to be great, man. I mean, I think he's already great right now. He's the first guy to ever go undisputed in 2 different weight classes. You did. He done stopped his last 11 opponents. You know, I mean, hey, he is everything he said he has been, and he has proven it to us, man. He has not lied to us. Well, not in the ring. But just 2 weeks ago, he was not trying to go to 168, but now he wants to go to 168 and say that since Canelo said, I'm not coming to 160. You know, Crawford said, well, I tell you what, then I'm coming up there. And obviously he sees something. He sees something with Canelo, you did, that he feels though that he can go up there. And he said either one, you know what I'm saying? He's giving Charlo a chance to win that fight too. Because when Joe Rogan said, "Oh, you want to go up there and fight Canelo?" He said, "No, I want to go up there and fight the winner of that 168, undisputed championship." You did. That's what I want. I know they were saying that they're taking the belt from Charlo, but no matter what, they can't take undisputed from him. He already did it. You dig? So he's definitely undisputed at 154. He earned that. You dig? So even though they take the belt from him, he's still undisputed to me. He's still undisputed until somebody beats him at 154. You dig? So Dre finally say pink cloud. You can do it, Jesse. You can win, Jesse. Oh, never a dull moment up here in the hangout as usual, man. Jesse, you can win, man. You can do it, Jack. And that's what Crawford believes, man. Crawford believes he definitely believes that he can go up there and outbox Canelo, man. He feels though he can go up there and outbox Canelo. Dre Finest, I feel that, but like Jay is saying right now, he sees something in his last performance against Ryder that he feels confident about. Yeah, you see them slow feet, man. You see them slow feet. You're gonna, like you say, you're gonna have to keep turning them. You did, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to keep pumping that jab out on him, making him reset. You know what I'm saying? And he got to stay out of them corners, man. He got to stay out of them corners, man. But Canelo got that serious Jason game too. He definitely got that Jason game for sure. Dre finally say, Jay, it's all smoke and mirrors. I have seen this before. You dig? Yeah. Canelo got that Jason game, man. You know what I mean? He's always coming forward, Jack. You dig? And let me tell you something. He hits hard. He hits hard. And that's the last thing to go. Yes, indeedy. So if he catches him, hey, it could be good night, Irene. You dig? It could be good night, Irene. You never know. But I tell you what, I like to see it. I like to find out what happens. Yes, indeed. As hardcores, we want to be there. We want to hear about it. We want to see about it. Yeah. It's selling me already. It's selling me already. I wants to seize it. Yeah. I wants to seize it. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Either way, I want to see Charlo against Bud. I wants that fight. You dig? You want to see it too. But I tell you what, smash that appreciation button, man. And if you want to go one step further, hit the Cash App or the Super Chat or Super Thanks or Super Stickers, all that super stuff. Yes, indeedy. Just in case you want to see your boy Old Hardcore throw some combinations, I'm down for it. Talk to me quick before I forget. Who we got on the line right now?
It's your boy B3.
B3, salute to you, brother. Definitely a conversation that I like to hear from you about. What do you think about this one?
Just want to say shout out to everybody in the chat. I didn't get to jump in the chat, but shout out Dre Fine and shout out D for the win.
Mm-hmm.
I seen them. Shout out Cass.
Mm-hmm.
Seen them in the chat. Man, it's gonna be a great fight. I hope nobody thinks Jamil coming to lay down.
No, he never comes to lay down.
So he in there with a top pound for pound guy in Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
And he's moving up 2 weight classes. So, he's at a disadvantage when it comes to that. I think Canelo is more sturdier than people are giving him credit for.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that Canelo is not running through guys, I think it's going to be a distance fight. If Canelo would have stopped Triple G If Canelo would have stopped John Ryder, you know, those guys are tough guys, 30 guys. But if you'd have ran through them guys, then I would believe, or I would look at it as, okay, he probably gonna run through Jermell. But I'm gonna be honest, I got Jermell rated higher than those guys that he fought. So I think Jermell gonna give him a good fight. And I think it's gonna be a distance fight, and we'll see how it goes. I don't think Jermell gonna walk through Canelo. I just think Jermell is gonna box. He did a beautiful boxing job in the second Castano fight, and I think Jermell is gonna just be fighting Canelo off. He's gonna have to fight him off all night, and if he don't get caught with the big hand, he's gonna do all right.
What do you think about the topic today about Crawford talking about going to 168 to fight the winner?
I think that's a good fight for Crawford. I mean, he changed his mind pretty quick.
Crawford, didn't he?
Crawford said, shoot, because when I look at it like this, you with Shakur, and Mr. Smoke, Shakur Smoke Stevenson, and he like, Bud, like, you not gonna get that big money with Nello. That's a bad move, not to. So even in the event that Crawford, we can see a versatile Crawford, because what we've been seeing of him lately at 47, he's just been running through dudes. I'm getting a feedback. I don't know. All right, it went away. But we've seen Crawford running through dudes at 47. He got all stoppages. So, going up and fighting Canelo at 168, that would let us see how great of a boxer he is, because, I don't feel like he's going to walk through Canelo. He's going to have to use some different tactics, because Canelo is a come forward. He's a boxer puncher, but he's a power puncher. So it's going to be interesting to see the dynamics of Crawford at 168, having a, not get caught by Canelo, and then still landing his shot, and still throwing that sneaky uppercut he threw, man. When he dropped Earl with the sneaky uppercut shot, whoo! Yo. So, I mean, he got the hands for it, and like Crawford said, Canelo's not like 6'1" or, like 6'2.5" Benavidez. He ain't one of them real big David Morrell 6'1" type of 168. They right around the same height. Crawford just gonna be giving up, some muscle mass, but Crawford got the speed, the agility, and he got the power on his side. I mean, Crawford, quiet as kept. I don't know, Crawford is probably stronger than Canelo. I would bank on it that Crawford is, if not stronger, just as strong. As a man, I don't look at Canelo as being like superior strength wise. Of course. So I don't think Crawford is at a big disadvantage in that fight. But the perfect scenario for me would be that, Canelo fights Charlo. It's a good fight, great fight. Canelo gets the edge. But after that happens, Crawford is still obligated to rematch Spence, so he moves up a little bit. They do it at 154.
Yeah, but think about that. Actually, Crawford could get out of that rematch, to be truthfully honest, because if it doesn't happen by December, that's a breach of the contract right there, and he can say, okay, no, I'm doing something different now, because the contract specifically says that the fight must happen by December. Okay, so if that doesn't happen, he can say, okay, I'm doing something different now. That's a loophole.
I'm gonna say this, Jay. I'm rallying around EJ to get his rematch, because Wilder got his rematch. AJ got his rematch versus Usyk. So if he wanted to fight, he should get the fight. He gave Crawford an opportunity at 147.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'm
So
with
Crawford
you. I want that
yeah,
too. I want to see, you know, that's our guy, you know.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, technically, he has a way to get out of that contract if he chooses to, if they don't make it happen by December.
Yes, December's a long way off. Like, he EJ already healed up, you know what I'm saying? He probably back in the gym. So I'm gonna put it to you like this, but I say that to say this. Canelo is not fighting again more than likely until May.
Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
100%. So if Crawford, I don't want to see Crawford out the ring, almost a year going into a Canelo fight. I want to see him active. So, I mean, Crawford is not the type of dude that's going to duck a contract. He gonna fulfill his obligation. If EJ want the fight, he gonna get the fight. But so at the end of the day, it's whether EJ gonna decide to step aside or not. And from the looks of it, and from the way EJ been talking about it, he ain't stepping aside.
No, he built differently. He ain't gonna step aside. And another thing is that it's still money for that fight, because you still got people like you and I that still want to see that fight one more time, just to close the book on it. To be honest, you did. So there's enough Spence people out there that's going to say, you know what, that wasn't my guy. I need to see him one more time. So I think that can actually happen. You dig? So I definitely
I was at the barbershop yesterday, and my man Face said just that. He said, bro, that wasn't Spence.
There's enough people saying that.
And I ain't seen my man Face in some months or so, and that was the first thing he said about that fight. So, I mean, we know what time it is. Let's just see how it play out.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be interesting, because I'm sure they got some time obligations on everything. So we should know in the next month or maybe less that they're gonna do that rematch.
Yeah. I think we'll know something about the end of October.
Yep.
I think we'll know something. We'll find out. Jay with the E has entered into the building. Yeah. Yes, indeed. What else you got for me, B3? What's up?
It's a lot. It's a lot going on right now. A lot of people. We didn't even mention the Tank. When I went to the barbershop, we didn't even mention the Tank. Tank next fight. I think it's a lot of controversy around Pitbull being the next opponent.
Yeah, but it is.
And when I say controversy, it's just, I don't believe that he even deserves the opportunity to be in the ring with Tank. But I say that to say this. Tank deserved the opportunity to get in there with Pitbull after having 2 fights already this year. He didn't already stop 2 dudes for us twice this year, and then they're gonna give us Pitbull, and on Tank's side of things, Tank can take that fight. That's a good fight. That's a good fight for Tank. And then we'll see Tank again next year. Like, what we talk about, like, Tank, and then next year maybe, somebody else will build their profile enough and get a good win. Maybe Chris Colbert and Gary Russell will match up, on the undercard. Or maybe somebody will fight O'Shaquie Foster, and they'll build their profile that way to earn a Tank fight, But Pitbull, like they say, he got the Mexican fans, and you gotta love the Mexican fans. So, put him in there and hope and let's see a strong, healthy Tank get him out of there.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get force fed that. We're going to get force fed. You dig? You're going to get the end of the year fight. Right before Christmas or something like that. We get that fight. Right after Thanksgiving, something like that. But we're getting that fight. I told you that a couple of months ago. I'm still standing on it. Even though the performance we just seen, I still think we're going to get force-fed that fight. The investment been made.
Yeah, for sure. You believe that Shakur and Frank Martin are going to sign the contract and get it on?
Yeah, I think more. I believe in it more now because of how Frank looked on his last fight. That I feel though that fight happens now. I think that can be pulled off. I think that could be pulled off. You know.
And Frank a good fighter. Frank had a tough style in front of him.
Yeah.
And a lot of people hadn't seen Artem. And when I had seen Artem, he was in against lower level opposition, and he was getting touched up a whole lot. So in my evaluation of it, he got touched up by Frank too. So in my evaluation of it, I was thinking that Frank was going to be able to, put too many hands on this dude and possibly stop this dude late. So it almost turned out that way, but Artem was just a tough dude.
Yeah, I can see Artem giving a lot of people problems.
Definitely.
Yeah, no doubt. He done definitely made some room for himself. You know what I mean? So he's definitely going to be an opponent from now on. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would like to see. But let me ask you this. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what it is, man. I think Shakur and Frank need to go ahead and knot it up and sound on the line. Because it's no other name that's really going to step in there with Shakur. Frank is the only one that's really saying that he'll step up to the plate. So he needs to be the one to get the opportunity, and then they fight for the vacant, 135 belt. It just needs to happen.
He has to fight it. If it's for the belt, you got to do it. You did. It only makes sense. What are you in boxing for? You're in boxing to win the belt, right?
And even if we know it's going to be a good fight. It's two southpaws. They're going to be just going at it. So we'll just see, how much Frank is able to land on Shakur and how Shakur can take it. If he does get landed on.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see Shakur Chin. I want to see that. That's the only part of his arsenal I have not had a good chance to see. I know the Japanese guy did catch him once, but nah. I need somebody that can really check his chin. I want to see that. You did. I want to see the pressure on him. I want to see him go through some type of adversity. You did. I know he's special though, so it's got to be kind of hard to take him through that adversity because he's so intelligent, boxing wise. And shoot, he's learning also from the tutelage of Bud as well. So he got the best of both worlds, man. He's just a good fighter, man, and he's still young. So, shoot, I hate to see a 28, 29-year-old Shakur. How old is Shakur right now? 26, 25?
I think Shakur is 25. Yeah, Shakur 25.
Wow. Can you imagine a 28-year-old Shakur? It's two guys I want to see at 28, Shakur and Boots. I want to see both of them at 28 years old, man. Because, I consider 28, and most people do too, the prime in boxing. You did. You got your grown man strength. You're developed pretty much size-wise. You did. You're stationary in weight at that point. And I just feel, though, at that particular, I like to see them both at 28 because they look so good now.
Hey, Jay, yeah, 100%. Now, what the number 28 keep coming out, man, and I feel like they trying to change Tank age or something because I done heard the number 28 in reference to how old Tank is. A few people done said it. Tank, I don't think Tank 28. Tank is 29 or 30.
No, Tank's about to turn 29, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, So Tank is only 3 years older than Shakur.
Yeah.
Almost 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's 5 years older. He's going to be 5 years older than Devin, so like 4 or 5 years older than Devin. Okay. Man, these dudes is great right now. Like Shakur Shakur is the top of the cream of the crop right now.
Yeah, ain't
You
that
know,
crazy?
so I mean, but it's always been that way. I mean, he was the man. He went through the Olympics. You know, he went up against Robisi and he didn't get the nod. You know, he didn't do everything he was supposed to do. But Shakur has been one of the top, you know, always in boxing. You know, since his amateur days. So for him to be at the top now, you know, that's just he's always been one of the best fighters in the world. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Frank, it'll be a good opportunity for Frank. We'll see what Frank can do. And, you know, it's going to be a good show. I mean, I think they should put it on. I mean, I don't see why Frank can't fight on ESPN, you know, ESPN Plus pay-per-view.
They'll make it happen. They'll make it happen. It's
Yeah,
for the belts,
put my
so.
man on Shakur pay-per-view because Shakur needs some pay-per-view events so we can start to evaluate his selling power and match him up with Devin Haney and Tank Davis, and ultimately we're gonna get those fights.
Yeah. We got to start the conversation. Got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
We need that.
So if Regis and Devin can be on a pay-per-view and they can sell that, and the zone can sell that to people on pay-per-view, I personally believe Shakur and Frank is a fight that matches up with that one. I think that's equivalent. If not a superior fight.
And put what you come on the undercard.
Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, put him on the undercard. Yeah, him and Big Baby. Put him on the undercard.
Yeah, no question.
You know, so that way you get your money's worth. It'll be all ESPN. Have an ESPN against PBC event. You know.
Ooh, maybe Keyshawn can fight Artem.
That could be a good one. Yeah, and that way you can do that. That trifecta type things. You know.
But, I don't know.
Who fight Big Baby though? From PBC.
I think is Big Baby supposed to fight this weekend? I think he's fighting
that don't make
August 26th.
Man, that dude fight every 2 weeks. It don't make a difference.
On that card, who would I put him up against on that card?
Yeah, from PBC.
All right, so Keyshawn versus Artem, Shakur versus Frank. I will put Big Baby in there with for this card. Is this gonna be a Vegas? Is this gonna be a Vegas card? Or you gonna put it in? Or you gonna put it in MSG?
That might be MSG. That'd probably be Madison Square Garden. I hope it is.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden. Okay, we're gonna put it in MSG.
In the big room. Mm-hmm.
He gonna have to fight in the big room. He gonna have to fight Joey DeVaco.
Okay.
That's for the hardcore. I believe he just got it.
Somebody put Wilder.
Okay, we matching. Oh yeah, because we is matching up. Okay, my bad. We matching up
heavyweight.
PBC versus ESPN.
Yeah.
PBC versus ESPN. I don't know if he's gonna take the opportunity, but I would because he just got touched up a little bit by Charles Martin. I'm gonna keep it real, Big Baby. Charles Martin touched you up a little bit. Let's keep it a buck. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's give him Johnny Rice. Let's see if he can get through Johnny Rice. I would do Big Baby Johnny Rice.
Okay.
100%. I would say Frank Sanchez, but I don't think Frank Sanchez is gonna take the opportunity to go in there with Big Baby right now. I'm not sure. Maybe he would, but I would take Johnny Rice.
Shout out to Mike Rhymes, new guy. He said, "Good morning, people. Good morning, Mike Ryan. First time at the hangout. We appreciate you coming through. We're just a bunch of hardcores to get together and talk about this beautiful sport called boxing. We appreciate you coming in the building. We only got one rule around here: no hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mama. Other than that, everything else is full fair game. Appreciate you coming in the building, Mike Ryan. Salute to you. And looking forward to you continue on coming back, man. Appreciate you. Go ahead, B3.
Yeah, so I mean that, and then you just fill out the card after that. But I just want to see Shakur, get the opportunity to, put himself on display. I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, he's one of the top fighters in the world. So I mean, if we all gonna watch Tank versus Pitbull. So I know we all gonna watch Shakur versus Frank.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, no doubt.
I mean,
I'd rather watch that.
Yeah, so let's just keep it a stack. So I mean, but like you said, we are getting to a point where it's a lot of these guys are starting to go on pay-per-view.
Yeah, because they're asking for so much money. So that's the only way that they can get what they're asking for. Because I mean, free TV ain't gonna get it for what they want.
But see, that's the good thing, and I'm a wrap, because the good thing is, Jay, is that you already broke the news that they've been looking at Haney. That Showtime is looking at Haney for a future fight in 24, hopefully 24. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hopefully.
Exactly.
But because
it's coming, trust me.
Yeah, because you can't be disturbing the marketplace too much. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because we got David Benavidez and Plant on pay-per-view. We got Haney Lomachenko on pay-per-view. We had Tank Davis, of course, on pay-per-view. We had EJ and Crawford pay-per-view. They was going to have AJ and Dillian White on pay-per-view, but, Dillian White had got removed from the fight. So, they trying to put Regis and Haney on pay-per-view. We're going to have Wilder in the back end of the year, hopefully, God willing.
Yeah, I need him. I need Wilder to be fighting now. I don't want him to go against Joshua without a tune-up. I don't want that. I need him to fight somebody before he fights Joshua.
Man,
he does himself a disservice if he doesn't get a tune-up before then. Because to be truthfully honest, he only had one round in 3 years?
Man, I'm with you on that, but I'm just saying, what's up with Frank Sanchez, man?
Nah.
I mean, Frank, come on, man. Somebody gotta step up on the PBC side. Like they trying to get Andy to sign the contract, and Andy won his value. Because at the end of the day, he said Wilder said he was champion for 30 minutes, but the way Andy gonna spin it is he the first Mexican heavyweight champion of all time.
Yeah, he is.
So for you to put me on the chopping block, bruh, you're gonna have to pay me my money.
Which, well, we already know we're not getting that fight. But I tell you what, let's see who else we can get on this line. I appreciate you always coming through.
Jay.
Salute to you too, my brother.
Salute to the Hangout. Shout out to everybody in the Hangout. Shout out Al Booger. Shout out Dre, Uncle Dre. You did.
You did.
And everybody else. Shout out Tim Lane, Showtime the guy. Thomas Morris, where you at? Where everybody at? You did. Shout out.
Everybody's
enjoy y'all Sunday. Salute.
Appreciate you. Salute to you too, brother. Yeah. As we had B3 again, I love getting that youngster in here. He knows what he's talking about, man. So I love having a conversation with him. I'm speaking into existence. One day he'd probably be my co-host, bro. Yeah. But I tell you what, I got a 5-piece that I owe to Dre Finest, man. Yeah. Dre Finest. I owe a 5-piece. So I'm gonna have to throw them things. I'm gonna have to throw those things, man. Yes, indeedy. So give me one momento. I throw them things. Yeah. Yes, indeedy. 5-piece going straight out to Dre Finest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm gonna slip that one. Yes, that was sponsored by Dre Finest. Yeah. Definitely a sponsoring by Dre Finest. I appreciate that. Brother Dre always supporting all the time. Yeah, Jay with the E. I do not want to see Tank versus Chris Colbert either. Yeah, I throws up for that. I don't want to see it. I crushed B3. Didn't mention me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We still got the smoke line. Let me see. So let me get that back up rolling. Okay. Let's get that smoke line back up. All righty. Let's get that free smoke line back up running. Talk to me quick before I forget. Smoke line is back up and running. 443-687-9806. Holla at your boy Hardcore right now. Talk to me quick before I forget. Yes, indeed. What we got going on? He said he mentioned you, Dre. B3, Dre. Yes, indeed, man. It's always a pleasure. We definitely we just so spoiled now, man. We've been getting so much of these good fights, man. We just want to keep it going. Dre finally said, hell, Shakur would not fight Haney for all the belts. I refuse to ride for the cat like that, no matter how good he is. Yeah, Dre, I agree with you. He should have fought for them belts, man. He should have put his pride aside and don't worry about how much money he was making for that particular fight. Snatch them belts up since you feel, though, that you could win anyway. And then dictate. He could have dictated 35. It would have put him in right position for Tank and everything. It was just, it was a bad move on his behalf. I don't know who is, I don't understand. With the type of people that's behind him, I don't even understand why they were acting like, this was the only money he can make. All he had to do is go in there and snatch them belts off of him, man. Called his bluff. And he could have been sitting pretty. Yeah, he would have sitting pretty. That means that, he could have put that pressure on Tank. So I don't understand, what his management was thinking on that one. I don't understand what his management was thinking on that one. But it is what it is, man. This boxing game always befuddles me. I never know what they be thinking sometimes, you did. But I tell you what, though, the free smoke line is still available, 443-687-9806. Where the usual suspects at, man? Where the Rise Podcast? Where Kareem Hassan? Where's Fat Steel? Where's Heavy? Where my guys at, man? Where's Heather E? I haven't seen the Queen in a minute. You dig? Yeah. Bitch Mommy was in here the other day. Yeah. Who else ain't been in here today? It's a few people, man, still sleep. Let me find out. They not up in the hangout, you did? But I tell you what, the new guys been in here taking places, man. Yeah, they've been in here, man, filling in blanks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad we got some new people up in here. Matter of fact, we had 3 new people today, right? 3 new people? Yes, indeedy we did. We had 3 new people today. We had Alonzo was in here. We had who else? Mar been in here, so he's like old furniture now. Who else came in the building today? New guy. Alonzo was a new guy. Gilbert Jimenez. He came in here today. And it was one more. It'll come to me. Or I'll scroll into it, one or the other. But yes, shout out and salute. Shout out and salute to all the new guys that came in the building today. We appreciate y'all. I hope you keep coming back. You did. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, it's just a bunch of hardcores to get together and talk about this beautiful sport called boxing. Yeah. I know y'all not getting my full effects today because my voice is shot. My voice is shot. Please forgive me. You know, but God willing, by tomorrow, because I'm gonna nurse it tonight, and I'll be back in full effect. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Dre Finest for the 5-piece. Shout out to Tommy for the 10-piece. Appreciate my brothers that always support all the time. Yeah. All the time. Yes, indeedy, man. Y'all allow me to get this little workout up on this bag here. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing these days I'm able to get work in. Yeah. 443-687-9806. Come on, let's get some verbal work going on. Who want to spar with the old dude? Talk to me quick before I forget. The topic is Terrence Crawford saying he's willing to go to the 168 division to fight against the winner of Canelo versus Charlo. I wonder, is he going to be in the building? That will be so cool if he shows up in the building the night of the fight. Yeah. And then goes into the ring against the winner. Woo-wee! Yo, that was set it ablaze, man. You know, only problem is if Jamel wins, it's an automatic rematch for Canelo. But if it's the other way around, hey, it sets up undisputed against undisputed. Undisputed against undisputed. Will the torch get passed? Talk to me quick before I forget. Man, I like to know what goes down on that. Yeah. That would be so cool. Crawford shows up at the Jamel Charlo against Canelo fight. And let's say the winner, Bud, gets in the ring and challenges them. Man, oh man. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. That will be cold crazy. I'll take it either way. Him against Canelo or him against Jamel. It don't make me no never mind. I like both fights. Either way, it's a good storyline. Either way, it's a good storyline. You know, if he fights Canelo, you want to know if it's the passing of the torch and he becomes 3-time undisputed, or he fights Jamel. Jamel becomes 2-time undisputed. You dig? And they got the storyline of, hey, you know, you've been talking smack to me. You know, Crawford and called Jamel Spence cheerleader. Oh man, you just can't beat that. Shakur versus Devin at $85 pay-per-view. Who's bluffing? Cut it out, Cass. Haney about that life. Dre Finest, Shakur must prove himself to me. You dig? The big homie done sport. The big homie has spoken, man. You know, yeah, I really think Shakur missed the opportunity, man. He really did. He missed the opportunity to be great. Yep. He should have called his blood. Yeah, I take 25%. Let's do it. Let's get it on. 135, undisputed. You and me. Yeah. Let's do it. Las Vegas. Let's get it on. That's how Shakur conversation should have been. Yeah. You take one step back to move forward, man. You know, it's not even a step back. He probably would still make more money than he's ever made, even at 25%. You did. You know, I don't know what his checks look like, but I'm pretty much sure 25% of whatever that deal would have been fine. You did. And then walk away with 4 belts, 5 belts. Come on, man. Come on now. Yeah. He dropped the bag on that one. Yeah, man. I would be looking at my management sideways. That fight should have been made. You know, that fight should have been made. Cash Sports say B3, October the 28th. There's that guy named Pagreus. I like Regis, man. I like Regis. But I think Haney outboxes him on the 28th. I think Haney outboxes him. You know, I think we're going to get a good fight. You know, we're definitely going to get a good fight. You know, but you got to keep in mind, Regis is 35 years old, Jack. It's a young man's game. It's a young man's game. You know, and I just feel though that Haney pulls that one off. I think he pulls it off. I think he pulls it off. Yeah. I think he pulls it off. Yes, indeedy. What y'all got going on, man? It's 10:42. The free smoke line is on. If ain't no more calls are coming through, I'm going to shut it down. So talk to me quick before I forget. You know what I'm saying? We've been cooking for almost 2 hours now. And it's always a pleasure. It's always an appreciation. I love being in the hangout. Same bad time, same bad channel tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. You did. But I'm going to give the last 5 minutes for anybody that got a burning desire. If you got a burning desire, talk to me quick. 443-687-9806. Open topic. We can talk about whatever you like to talk about. You did. We can talk about Crawford going to 68. We can talk about how you feel about Shakur not taking that Haney fight at 25%. Or we could talk about Tank fighting Pitbull. It doesn't make me a difference. As long as we're talking boxing, I'm in. Put me in, coach. 443-687-9806. Free smoke line is still available. B3 say, now everybody don't be rooting for Devin. Pick Regis so the line won't be horrible. The hardcores are picking Devin. You know they are. You did. You know Haney. He just got a little bit more in his toolbox, and I like Regis. I like Regis a lot, man. You know he's a scrapper. I like that he done became champion again. He's 2-time champion, you know. But trust me, Haney and the crew see something. And they definitely going to try to capitalize on it. Dre finally say, you jive turkeys trying to make me burn my wife's food this morning. Tim Layton say that Devin Pagreus fight is going to flop. Ooh. That's that DAZN thing, ain't it? That DAZN card. Is that the DAZN card? Yes, indeedy, man. Yeah, old Dev got that one. Going up to 40, grab a belt. Going up to 40 and grab a belt. Yeah, it's going to flop. Yes, indeed, it's going to flop, you know. Who's on the undercard? That's the question, you know. That's when the first thing, like, well, who's on the undercard? Casper said, I just can't forget Linares making Devin walk sideways. Well, he did do the stanky leg, remember? He did do the stanky leg. I'm going to tell you, Regis is going to have to make this fight ugly. He's going to have to make it real ugly. For the win, he got to make it ugly. And he got to put young Dev in a position he hasn't been in before. You dig? He got to make it real ugly. You got to make it real physical. Yeah, he got to rattle his cage, man. He definitely got to rattle his cage. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely got to make that an inside fight. But you know what? Young Dev looked pretty good inside on his last fight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see more of that body punching from him. Because I was impressed with young Dev's body punching against Loma, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I like the wrinkle. I like the wrinkle for sure. Haney got down on Loma and nobody saw it or cared and think he lost. Lil bruh forgot Gamboa, Linares, JoJo, Bozo, Loma. Well, no credit. what he's got on pay-per-view. Salute to the champ. Yeah. Salute to him. You know, but yeah. Regis got to make it a real ugly fight. Gots to be ugly fight. You did. That's the only chance he has of winning that fight. He cannot allow Haney to work behind that jab. You can't allow it, because I'm gonna tell you, Haney planned on being a sniper that night. He plans on being a sniper that night. You did. Yes, indeed. He's trying to make it a reset affair. You best to believe it. He's trying to make it a reset affair. Yes, indeed. You know what it is. But listen here, it looks like that 5 minutes is up. Nobody hit me on the free smoke line. So we're definitely gonna go ahead and shut it down. Caspo said, "Don't leave out. Ran away from the face of boxing." Yeah. But listen here, man. Make sure that you smash the appreciation button on the way out the door if you have not done so. Make sure that you tell somebody about the hangout. Yeah. Make sure you tell somebody about the hangout. Share the show. Put it on your social media platform. Ask somebody, have you checked the hangout yet? Yes, indeed. I appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody. And like I said, if you want to go one step further, hit the Cash App, the super thanks and super stickers and all that type of stuff, man. You dig? Hey, Dre Finest, where were you at? I gave you your nickel, but if you want another one, I'll give you 5 more, because I'm always for the smoke. But if you must have been cooking your wife food, but I did just give you right after B3 got off the line, I gave you your nickel, but I give you 5 more. How about, I hope you're watching right now, because I'm gonna give you 5 more now. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna give you 5 more. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna give Dre 5 more, because he deserves it. Yeah. All right, here it come. I hope you're watching now. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about that? What about that 15 piece I just gave you? What about that one? How about that, Dre? Is that better for you? Yeah. Did you see that one, Dre? Salute. Cash Showtime said 2024. How you duck the year that hasn't come. Yeah. Come on now. I'm unwrapping. Here you go. Get your hands some. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna go tend to this voice. Hopefully, I'll be able to have a better voice for y'all tomorrow, man. Yeah. Give me some lemon and some tea. Nurse this voice back to where it need to be. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Thank you. No, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you all, Lottie Dottie and everybody. Yeah. Smash that appreciation button, you did. Smash that appreciation button. Yes, indeed. I think I put together at least I think I got about 30 pieces in the day. So that's what's up. It's always a pleasure. Lottie Dottie and everybody. It's always fun in the Hardcore's party. I check you all out tomorrow morning. Other than that, it's your boy Jayhardcore, and I'm out of here.